Hey guys, it's Greg Miliatis from Streamline, and today I wanted to talk about a trick using ProLaw reports, specifically for SSRS reports, and it's using what are called placeholders. So it's one thing that's known about SSRS reports is that although they're really powerful, they can do all kinds of stuff, they're challenging to work with and they can be pretty frustrating. So challenging enough as it is, we don't want to make our reports, or the reports shouldn't be more difficult to use. We want to make them easier. So the simple trick about using placeholders actually does make these reports a bit easier. And once you do it, your future self is going to thank your past self for setting the reports up this way. So let's take a look and see what this actually looks like. So let's take a look here and look at what this report is. This is just a copy of the default PB detail statement body that ProLaw comes with. It's the canned report out of the box for a statement body. So I just made a copy of it so I could go into design mode and take a look at it. But what you can see by looking at all these text box fields is we don't really have any idea what any of them are. I mean, I can take a guess. This is probably like the client name and things like that, but we don't really know what any of these other fields are. So if you wanted to maybe make a change to how the date is formatted, maybe spell out the month, or maybe not spell out the month if it's already spelled out, you don't know which of these fields you need to touch or adjust to go in there. So you've got to go in one at a time, and you can right click, go into the expression, try to piece it out. Okay, looks like it's printing out the matter ID for that one. This one, I don't know what it is. Let's take a look at the expression. Okay, so this looks like it's the open date, and so on and so forth. So you can do this for every single field that's on here, but it's really cumbersome to go in here and just, if you wanted to make one simple change. So the trick, the 5-second trick, is you go in and you make placeholders for your different fields. So this top one we already know is the matter ID. To click on the expression, so it highlights the expression, and then I'm going to right click it, go to placeholder properties, and right here in the label I'm just going to type in whatever the field is, and you can name it whatever you want. You can name it Frijoles or Dumbledore or whatever, but then it's essentially like a label on that expression. So the expression doesn't change, it's really just the placeholder for the expression that changes. And this one I think is, let's go back in here and see what it is. It's the open date, so we'll just go in there and make a placeholder for it. Again, I'm going to click on the expression piece there, go to placeholder properties, and I'll say opened date. Click OK. And now when I go into this layout, I can see really quickly what all these fields are if I've added placeholders to them. I don't have to hunt around and try to interpret the syntax for each of the expressions. It makes the report much, much easier. Okay, pretty cool, pretty quick, and really useful for going back to reports that you've already worked on and need to make some changes later on. If you have any questions or need help on anything, just hit me up and we can talk some more.